Hi everyone, you're welcome to the class. This is a training session on graphics designing via your mobile phone. Everything that we'll be doing will be done on your mobile phone, 100% practical on your mobile phone. So you will learn how to create impressive graphic design using your phone. There are a lot of courses that are covered there on how you can judiciously make use of your mobile phone to generate a lot of income for you. If you check on the average salary or how a graphic designer gets paid on Fiverr or Upwork, you will see there are a lot of money that can be made via graphic design, even right on your phone. So now I will be starting the session with our logo design, how to design logo. So in the resources or in the introductory section, I've introduced you to some of the app that we're using. So part of the app that we'll be using is Pixellab. So if you go to your Play Store on your phone, come back here, check Pixellab. So you see this is the icon here, Pixellab. So that is the software that we'll be using. So let us open it. Now if you open it, you see the interface like this. So now to get the class started, the first thing you need to do is to change the size. So you come down here, this is where you're going to see. So you come down here, you scroll, you see image size. So this is where you create custom size of your image, the width, the height. So this one that I'll be using, I want it to be, I will use a YouTube thumbnail cover, which is like this 1380 by 720. So click on OK. So this is your Canva that I'll be using for the design. You can change it anyhow you like it, but this is just the size that I love to use a lot. Let's delete this one here. But first, let me introduce the interface to you first. So the first thing that you need to know is this is where your project are stored. That is, any project that you have done via this phone, you click on it, you see there are a lot of projects that I've done here. So, and whereas this one is just the background, if you click on any of these, it will change it. You see, it will change it around, but these are not the one that we're going to use. So where you see this A, this is where you edit anything you are presently doing on your canvas, that is on this place. So you have a lot of functions there where you can go to. This is also where you import shapes and use some curves. So this has changed our image size that we've earlier set. So let's go back and reset it. Come back to this place, you have image size, click on YouTube thumbnail here. So click on OK. Now delete all these options here. This is your delete icon here. This is your delete icon here. So you can make use of it to delete. So just press on delete, confirm, or you go back here like this. You click on what you want to delete. Click on this A. You should be seeing it here. Click on delete. Delete it here like this as well. So now the background that we'll be using, I will show you how to get backgrounds for your logo, because it's part of what makes your logo impressive. That is how you should be able to get high quality backgrounds for your work. So let me quickly show you. Just come to your browser. I prefer Chrome a lot. So go to Google, type in cool backgrounds. Type in cool background images. So if you search it, you see. So you have just click on image. You see you have a lot of them, but this is not quite specific. Let me make it to be more specific. Cool background images. Cool black texture background images. So you see this will change the search results. You see it has changes it. So now you could just pick any one you want to use. Let me pick this one here. So you can visit the site if you were given the offer to free download it, and if not, you can just download it directly from that place. Let me just download it directly from Google here. Just click and hold the image like this. Sorry, let this load. click and hold the image like this, then you should have download image. So type in what you want to use to save it. So it has successfully saved. So let's now go back to our design in Pixellab here. So now this is where you change the background here. This is where you change the background here. So click on this, go to from gallery, so to take you to the gallery of your phone. So go to the gallery, your folder, download, select the image, so click on OK. So you see it has changed the background. You can also edit it. Maybe you want to the lights, and this is the icon beside it here. Click on this one, you have the brightness. You can adjust the brightness, you see, you can adjust it, as well as the contrast if you want it to, the hue. So this one is applicable to anything that is colored, not black and white. So you see it has also included stripe. So let's just leave it like that. So now let's go back to our design here. Now the first thing I'll be doing is to import a text. And how do you do that? You just click on this plus icon at the top here, this plus icon here. So you click on it, click on this plus, click on text, then it will bring you this new text. Just drag it like this. Now click on it twice, very fast, just like you are doing. So just double click on it like this. Now type in what you want to type. I'll type AD. So click on OK. Now after you've typed in the text, it's this A. So this is where you edit the text. If you click on this edit, this will bring you back to where you can type. And this is, you see this option, delete, copy to front to back. This is when maybe you have something that is at the top of your object, you want it to bring back to front. If you click on it, you bring it to front. So this is the position where you move it. If you don't want to use your hand moving it directly, because at times if objects are too small, if you try to move it, it will only try to resize it. So you see, so you can move it with this one, and this is where you can increase the point at which you can move it. So you can decrease it as well to move in a smaller bit. So now this is relative position, where you want to position the image, maybe just top left, top center. You see, this is our various position. So click on OK. Let's continue. Come to size here. So this is where you increase the text size, move it up like this, increase it. So click on OK. All this padding, color. So I want to change the font, so just come to font. You see a lot of fonts that you can use here. So which one will I use? Let me pick this one here. No? I need to use this one. So this is one I want to use. Click on OK. You can also, if you have any downloaded font on your phone, so this is my font, you can go there to pick. So I've picked that one I want to use. Click on OK. So now the next thing is I want to, let me still reduce the size a little bit. So the next thing I want to do is I want to add a shadow to this text. So what you want to do is just scroll down here. Anything that you want to start is still around this A. So you see it's having a blue. When you click on it, when you are on this interface, this is when it changes the color to blue. If you are here, you see it has also changes to blue. So this is what we want. So you just scroll, you have shadow, not inner shadow but outer shadow. So you click on enable first for you to enable it. This is where you select the color of the shadow. I want this to be like this. The opacity, that is the darkness of the background. You see the blur radius. Let me change this. Let me reduce the brightness of this background so that you can see it very well. So just come here, click on brightness, increase the brightness like this. So it's okay like that. Let's go back to our work. Click on this one, then back to shadow. So increase the blur radius for you to see. You see, let's change the color here, color to black. So outer glow, if enabled, you see. So now this is where you move the shadow. See, it's moving it to the left, and this is the vertical one you want it to move. So adjust it like this. I think this is okay. Let me reduce the opacity as well. Okay, you see, So let's still style it. Opacity, reduce the opacity. So, okay, I think this is okay like this. So now let me go back and add another text. So you just click on this plus, click on text, edit it like this, just like you are double clicking. So the text I will write is Afromite Digital. So click on OK. Adjust the size here. The size can be adjusted like this. So let's change the font as well. Font, I think the recent one that we use is this. Click on OK. You see? So the same thing, I want to add a shadow just like I've done for that one. Enable the shadow color black. So outer glow, enable outer glow as well. So move it out and to the. So reduce the opacity. Okay. Let us still reduce the opacity. It seems to be too dark. Okay. If you make any mistake, you can just undo like this. So move it down. Okay, so okay. So now the next thing I want to do is I want to group these together. How do I do that? You just come to this icon here, this tagged icon here. So you click on it. This will show you all the objects you have on your page. So for you to know which one you are, if you click on this now, you see it will have this blue underline. If you click on this logo, the real logo here, click on this one, go back, you see that's changes to it. So what I want to do is I want to group them. So for you to do that, you click on this icon here, click on this icon like this. So it will change this automatically. Let me go back for you to see. You see how it is before? It's like bullet, mark and X. So if you click on it like this, it will change this one like this. So you now select this, which one you want to group together. So I want to group this, I want to group this. So after selecting, you now click on this icon here, this one, you click on that one, click on it like this, then it will ask you to confirm that you want to match them. So you match it, click on this one to edit. You see it has matched the two together. So now that is it. So if you make any mistake, you just have to undo to that step because it can. So I want to, let's move this one up like this a little bit. So now let me go back and remerge this now. So just click on this, select them, merge, confirm. Okay, so you can resize everything together like this. So now next thing I want to do is I want to add like an icon, which is a GSM icon. So how do I do that? You click on this plus sign again, click on from gallery, that is to import images from gallery. So I will locate that image now. The image is this, download. This is the image I want to use. So you mark it like this, then it will insert the image. So you can move it around. So the first thing I want to do is I want to remove the background of this image. And how do I do that? Just select the background like this, click on this icon here, click on the icon here, scroll to the side like this, then click on erase color. So erase color, this will erase the white color here. So click on enable. See, it has successfully erased the color. Mark it as OK. So now move it around. Let me crop this as well. I want to remove this one here. So this crop, you see, you can crop it here like this, like this, like this. Click on OK. So this has cropped it. So now this is where these are the buttons you use to remove this, to reduce the size. This button here, you click and hold it, then you drag it. So you see, let me undo it. You click and hold, then you drag it. This canvas is too small. That is small. That is why it's coming up. It's going up and you are not seeing it. So, but that's the size I want to use. So now you can also change the color of this phone here, because so that's one advantage of Pixellab. Just scroll down, scroll like this, come to color, enable it. This is color. So you pick any color that you want to use. This is one that we want to use. This is gradient. This gradient is true color. If you click on it, it will apply to color. You see. So that is that. But I don't want to use it. I want to use just a single color. Click on this one, mark it as okay. So like this. I now want to rotate it. This is the rotate icon here. This one that looks like of something here like this. So this is a rotate icon. So you can use this to rotate it around like this. Increase the size. I still want to rotate it like this. Okay, let me increase this canvas size. Increase the size, so you can increase it the height to like 880 or 800 like this. Okay, so move the whole of this down, move it down. Okay, so now I want to add a little effect to this one. I want to add shadow to it. So just come back to this. This one is for text, while this one is for objects like image. So go back here, use this shadow the same way that we've done, enable it. So this is a blur radius, the offset, you see. So blur radius, so mark it as okay. So now I will remove this one that is overlapping here. So now I also want to add another image here, which is art. So from gallery, locate the image. So from gallery, go to where you downloaded the image, locate it, download, is it here. So mark it. So the same way that I've used to remove the background, the white color. So you just scroll like this, come to erase color, click on enable to remove the white. So you resize it. I want to place it here. So you can also rotate it like this. So you can also change the color. This is where you change the color, enable, pick on color you want. If it's not here, you can click on plus like this. Then you can adjust the color around to suit your tastes. So click on OK. You can also add shadow to this one. Let me add shadow. You can enable, increase the blur radius. So let it come like this. So like this. So now I will now remove this one that is overlapping here. And how do I do that? Just still on this section for the objects, then I will use the tool that is called mask tool. So when you click on the mask tool, you should be seeing something like this. The first thing you need to do is to click on this enabled here so that it can be enabled. So if you click on enable, you see it has erased part of this here. You see here, see it has removed this place, but that is not where you want it. So the next thing is to move it around. So to move it, after you've enabled it, just scroll down like this, come to this option here. This option here, that is what is used to move it, like for diagonal. So make sure it's selected. So you now come back to the mask here, you click and hold it, then you move it to where you want it to be. So this is where I want it to be, like this. So now the next thing is to adjust it. I want it to come down a little bit. So the next option you have to use for that one is this option. So these are the two great options that you use when you want to use the mask. So you select this one back like this, then you now try and adjust it with this cardinal point, with this control point here, these ones. So if you want to move it up, you click on this one. You want to move it to the sideways, so depending on where you want to move them. So I would like to move this down a little bit. So I think this is okay. Move this sideways like this. So I'm done with that one here. So now the next thing is I want to copy this mask effect to the other side here. Here I want to remove the background for that one as well. So what just have to do is scroll down here in these options. You see this tagged icon here. This tagged icon is for copy. So you make sure you are active on the mask, then you click on it like this, then it will duplicate. You see it has duplicated it now, but you can see they are overlapping each other. So what you just have to do is come back here, select this option to move it. So select it like this, then move the one you want to move to the side. So this is the one I want to move. You can see I've successfully moved it. Now let's now assume that you want to select this one now, the previous one that you are working with. You want to adjust them. There's a way you can navigate between these two masks to check which one to know which one that you are currently working on. You can see the resizing icon of this one. If you check it like this, you can see they are bigger than these ones. So that means it's this one that you are currently working with. So for you to move between these mask tools now, what you just have to do is you can just click on this movement button, this arrow button. If you click on this arrow, it will bring you back to the previous one. If you click on this one, it will bring you back to this one. So let's just resize this one back. So just click on this icon here. This icon, this is the one you are going to use to resize it. So click on it, then you can adjust this one around like this. So I think it's okay like this. Click on OK. Let me resize it a little bit. You can see it's active on this first one, but it's the second one I want to work. So just click on this arrow like this to bring it back to the second one. Then just let it come down a little bit. I think it's okay like this. The first one as well, let it come down a little bit. I think it's okay like this. You can see that these are successfully masked those places and remove the background. There are still other methods that can be used, but let's just use this mask here so that I don't get things complicated. So now the next thing is I want to add like a line to this to make the logo complete. What you just have to do is this option this Pixellab don't usually have a straight line. So if you come back here like this, come back to this plus sign, if you click on shapes, you see to adjust it, just click on this arrow here, then it will bring you the shapes that you have. You can see you don't have a straight arrow, you only have a pointed one. So I will not be using that one. Just click on this X. If you are not using anything, just click on this X here, it will cancel it. So I'll click on this X here, so cancel it. What I will do is I will use a square itself. So just come back here to this plus sign, from shape. So it's this same square that I will use, but I will just make sure I resize it. To resize this square as well, you can just use these options here, these resizing buttons here. So there are the things you use to resize them and also to rotate them around. So let me just carefully resize this to make sure it's very, very tiny. So click on OK like this, then let me move it to where I want to use it. So now let's assume you want to select an object, is not selecting. Maybe you have several icons. You can just come back here like this. This is where you see the arrangement of all those icons here. So just click on it, click on which one that you want to do, it will automatically select it. So this one I want to select and I want to move it. Now you can just come back here like this, come back to position, just carefully move it like this. You can see, select where you want to move it to. Come to size as well, relative size, use the width, the height as well. So click on OK, reduce the height very well so that it will be like a line. I think that's okay. Size, let me increase the width. This is okay. Now I want to add another text. I want to add a text. So just come back here, add text. So it has added it. Double click on it to edit. Adding technology to business. So the same way, just come back to size, reduce the size of this, reduce the size, then move it down, move it down, move it down. Okay, undo that. Now you can see if I want to select this text, okay, well, it's even selected, but if it's not selected, just come to the stacked icon here. Then you can use it to select, you can use it to select which one you want to move. So position, so move this, and it come like this. Then the size, let me increase the size a little bit. Okay, let me select this line. So just come here, select it like this, it will have been selected. Then you can just edit it. I want to reduce, sorry, I want to reduce the length. I think it's okay like this. Move this down a little bit. So you can see it's just a matter of select this line again. So just move it down, move it down. So you can see this is the logo now. It's done. So this is just the step involved in you creating this type of logo using Pixellab. You can see everything is practically done via your mobile phone. So in the next video, I will show you how to create another type of logo that's quite different from this one, just using this Pixellab. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video. Let me have your comments in the comment section. Thank you.